he got to it. "I got a word for you," he said, "a word the Lord has laid on my heart. Brother Cecil, Sister Elsie, he's coming to be with you." "Who?" yelled Cecil. Ever since the mine explosion in '89, he's been deaf as a post. "Jesus," the preacher yelled right back, "he's coming to your house next Saturday. I've seen it as clear as on TV or in one of them People magazines." Well, I started to laugh, but then I saw the preacher's face and I stopped real quick. You could tell he was serious as a heart attack. He just sat there rocking back and forth, and Cecil and me, we didn't know what to do. I asked him if he wanted some chicken and dumplings, but he said, "I'm already late for El May." So he pushed himself up inch by inch out of that rocker, and he started down the path towards town. When he got to where it crossed the creek, he turned back and he yelled, "He's a-comin', you better be ready." Well, tell you the truth, we didn't do nothing that day, or the next day either. But Tuesday morning, I started getting a little nervous. So I mopped the front room and I picked the house up some, and I told Cecil, "Get rid of them varmint traps that have been sitting there next to the stove since last winter, waiting for you to fix them." On Friday morning, I went down to the store and I put some things on account. Some coconut and sugar for a vinegar pie and a 6-pack of RC Cola. Well, as hot as it been, I figured Jesus would want a cold soda pop just like anybody else. By Saturday morning, we were about as ready as we could be. I had waxed the old linoleum till it shined, and Cecil had washed the windows inside and out. Why, he even gave his old hunting dog, John Quincy Adams, a bath. I'd made a big pot of beans with the last of the bacon. I baked a batch of cornbread. I fried up 3 of the laying hens. I mashed about a bushel of potatoes, and I boiled 2 quarts of green beans. Sitting right in the middle of the table was a double recipe vinegar pie. Filled up my big stern skillet. After that, there wasn't nothing left to do but to go out on the front porch and wait. And that's exactly what we did. We waited and waited and waited. With nothing happening but the bees buzzing in the hollyhocks. Finally, about half hour before noon, somebody came down the draw. Then I heard him whistling Yankee Doodle Dandy, and I knew it was just old Charlie Henshaw. That man, well, he was born slow, and he's outlived all his kin. I guess he gets by okay. I mean, he's got the home place, and he hunts and fishes a little, and he picks up coal that falls off the railroad cars coming down from Hayesville. Sure enough, Charlie stepped up behind that lilac bush right over there at the corner of the house. "Good morning," he said, tipping his hat, a ragged old straw that had also seen better days. Well, I could see Charlie sniffing the air, and I knew he could smell those beans and bacon, but I had made them special for Jesus. I wasn't going to serve just anybody. Well, he stood there quite a while, and pretty soon he got to scuffing the dust with his boots and put his hands down in the pockets of his overalls. And he and Cecil got to talking about the weather and about hunting possums. Then he said he had to go, and I just felt so bad. I said, "Charlie, set yourself down. I'm going to get you a mess of bacon." "Why, thank you kindly, ma'am," he said, taking off his hat. Charlie's mama, she made sure all her children had good manners. He must have been awful hungry. He ate 3 big bowlfuls and 2 chunks of cornbread. I sent him off with some cornbread wrapped in a clean dish towel. We could hear him whistling nearly all the way down the mountain. Cecil and me ate some beans too, and then I did up the dishes. We sat there a long time, just fanning ourselves in the heat. About 2 o'clock, Cecil yawned, and I could tell his eyes was getting glassy. We both must have drifted off, because the next thing I know, Lou Ann Addison's calling "Hey" from down at the gate. She was on her way home to check on her man John, who's been laid up since last spring, since that tractor rolled on him. With no insurance and that no-count disability check, they sure do struggle with 3 kids at home. She came up to the front porch smiling, and you could still see the beauty. It took her all the way to first runner-up Miss Harlan County, 1991. And that girl can sing. She sings at near every funeral in the county. You ought to hear her on Amazing Grace. Oh, she is such a comfort to so many grieving families. She and Cecil got to telling stories and laughing, and I went in the kitchen and cut up some of the pie and wrapped it in wax paper for her to take home to John and the kids. She could hardly stop thanking me. Kept waving and smiling until we couldn't see her no more. We sat out on the porch till night come on. You could smell the honeysuckle under the bedroom window where Cecil's mama planted it when she married his daddy all those years ago. And the fireflies, they were twinkling on and off in the dark. Finally, about 8 o'clock, Cecil said real loud because he can't hear himself talk, "Come on, let's go on inside." Well, we were in the kitchen putting the food away when there was a knock at the door. Cecil went to get it, and he'd come back followed by the Radford boys. I should have known it was them. They come by near every Saturday on their way home from work. After their mama left their daddy and he had to raise them alone. Every day they're not in school, they're out digging out coal out the abandoned mines that are all over these fields. It's dangerous work, but they's real good hands with dynamite because their daddy's handicapped. Well, I got to looking at them standing there, their faces all black with coal dust, and the youngest one not yet 13. And I got to thinking about all that food. Besides, I told myself, Jesus ain't coming to Blue Crick, Kentucky. Why would I think he'd come to a sorry place like this? So I sent the boys out back to wash up at the pump, and I stirred up the fire to heat up the chicken and potatoes and beans. It was so good having everybody around the table. It's been so quiet around here after our boys had to go to Chicago to find work, and our girl Daisy moved up to be near her husband's people in Cincinnati. Why, we had ourselves a little party. Cecil went and got his old guitar, and Tim, the oldest Radford, pulled a rusty harmonica out of his pocket. That boy, oh, he could make that thing sound like the wind on a dark winter's night, or as soft as a baby's cry. When they played the last song, Barbie Allen, which always makes me weep, I went in the kitchen and I put some leftovers in a kettle for the boys to take home to their mama. When they left, Cecil come back in the kitchen to help me clean up. Why, he even dried the dishes. I remember drifting off to sleep that night with the covers thrown back in the heat. I lay there for the longest time just looking at the moon, so high it looked like it was right over the house. That night, I had the strangest dream. I guess it was a dream. We were in the kitchen just like before when there was a knock at the door. Only I went to get it. And who should be standing there but Jesus himself? I knew it was him. He looked just like the picture that hangs in the back of the church. All that long, wavy hair and those dark eyes that look right into you like they know everything about you. And what did I do? Even in a dream, you would have thought I'd fallen to my knees or bowed my head or something. But I put my hands on my hips and I said, "What took you so long?" After that, I took Jesus in the kitchen. Mama always told me my mouth was going to get me in trouble. All I could feed him was leftover cornbread and beans because there was nothing left except, well, some of the pie. And when Cecil saw him, he just gaped, his mouth falling open, so I finally said, "Sit down and be polite." We ate a little bit of beans and cornbread, and I gotta say, the cornbread was the best I ever made, and the beans were so rich and smoky. And that pie, well, if you've never had vinegar pie is sinful, downright sinful. And Jesus ate 3 pieces. Most of all, I ain't forgot what he said that night. Me being so smart and all, it's a wonder Jesus didn't strike me dead with a lightning bolt, or at the very least turn me into a pillar of salt. Had to open my mouth, "What took you so long?" But all Jesus did was say real gentle, "But Elsie, I've been by here 3 times today. Didn't you know me?